Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy GreedHD coming at y'all with another video today. And today, this is going to be a Jujutsu Kaisen chapter review today. And I'm actually going to be going over the latest chapter that came out, 163. But I will go over 162, which I did forget to make a video on. My bad for that. But yeah, I'm going to also talk about that a little bit and what happened in that chapter. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to let the intro play. And we're going to hop right into this. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about 162 first, or what happened in it. Now, in 162, they left off where, where 161 ended, where Yuji was fighting, those flying motherfuckers. That's what I'm gonna call them. Like, he fought a woman with like hair, like I think her hair turned into like a jet, if I'm not mistaken. And then like he's fighting some dude that's like his hair is like a propeller, so he's like a helicopter basically. But nevertheless, Yuji whipped both of them. So he threw a rock at the first shorty. He threw a rock at her, and then he ended up just punching the shit out of the next nigga. Like, it was crazy. Like, he punched the fuck out of him, and then like he wasn't knocked out. He definitely thought like Yuji broke his fist or something, but Yuji kicked his ass in his stomach, and then it was over with after that. The fight was over. So then that dude that recognized Yuji when he first entered the Culling game, forgot his name. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what his name is. Yeah, no, I completely forgot his name. But he does know Yuji, and he knows him from back when they were like in junior high, or when they were back in school. I guess Yuji was in junior high, and then he was older than him, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Rin Amai. That's his name, Rin. So yeah, now I think he's about to escort Yuji to Higuruma, the person that Yuji and Fushiguro are looking for after they entered the Culling game. And if y'all forgot what they're trying to do, with Higuruma, they're trying to get him to spend his points to make a new rule. Because if you have a certain amount of points, you can make a new rule. And they're trying to get him to make a rule so like they could just take away the whole killing part of the Killing game, basically. Like, or Culling game. I'm tweaking, I call it the Killing game. The Culling game, they're trying to take the whole killing part out of it. And the girl that's been with Fushiguro, I completely forgot her name. Hold on, low-key, let me look. Yeah, Reimi. I think that's how you say her name, Reimi. Reimi, one of those. But I think I'm gonna call her Reimi. Reimi is also Fushiguro, escorting Fushiguro to like a location that she gave him. Now, Yuji was told that Higuruma was in like this theater, and the person that took him actually, or Rin Amai, the dude that he knew from all them years back, he actually did take Yuji to that place. But Shorty didn't take my nigga Fushiguro to the right place. She tricked him. But that's low-key next chapter stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that right now. That was just chapter 162, and basically what happened, it was basically a fight. Yuji was finishing off like the flying motherfuckers, and then Fushiguro was still having talk conversations between with Rimi about like what's going on and whatnot. And then in 163, it shows like, this is where I was telling y'all that Yuji knew Rin Amai from like years ago, but see, Yuji doesn't remember him. Rin Amai actually used to hang around with like a terrible crowd of people, basically like bullies with him, whatever, right? Yuji, being the character he is, he saved one of their victims from them, and Rin was actually there. But Rin was too pussy to do anything, because like everybody ran up and then tried to hit Yuji. Obviously he beat all their ass. Then Rin, like Yuji asked him like, alright, what about you? What you gonna do? And he ain't do shit. He was too pussy. So I'm assuming they just left and walked off after that. But I don't think Yuji remembers him, because I don't blame him. Like, why the fuck would I remember a bully I knocked, beat the shit out of? Like, Yuji probably beat the shit out of a lot of people, so he probably don't remember who the fuck they were. He never beat up Ren, but Ren was in that crowd, so of course he's not gonna remember him. And now they're just getting escorted to both of the places, Fushiguro and Yuji. We're actually just, seeing both of their point of views, like kind of like page after page. And Rimi tells, she's low-key just capping to like Fushiguro this entire time, trying to tell him like, hey, yeah, if we go this way, then we won't have to do this and all, do all this extra shit or whatever. So she's escorting Fushiguro to obviously the wrong place, but Yuji is actually going to the right place. Now, when Fushiguro arrives at the place, he sees what's her name? He sees this dude. Now, they showed this character at the end of the last chapter. All he said was like, when is that kid gonna, bring me the next sorcerer? And Fushiguro arrived thinking that it was Higuruma, but then he was like, no, my name is Reggie. And then he was like, she fooled you. Now, I'm thinking, like, yeah, she tricked my nigga Fushiguro into thinking some other stuff. Now, I think Fushiguro about to get in the fight with the both of them, but that's where, like, it left off on his point of view. Now, we're looking at Yuji's point of view. When he walks into the theater, he sees somebody on the stage land down in the bathtub, or, land in the bathtub. It is the actual Higuruma, the lawyer that we seen in the few chapters ago. The judge guy or whatever, he recently got his he's a modern day sorcerer, so he recently just awakened his cursed energy, or cursed technique, I'm sorry. And Yuji's asking him like, yo, like, can you use your points to like make up this rule so that you ain't got any killing? And then he's basically just like, no. And for some odd reason, he just doesn't want to do it, because like I guess he's just being like an asshole about it. Then he starts talking about like law and stuff. He says like, sometimes the law is powerless, but what about the culling game rules? If the power I have received is real, then so are the rules. So he's thinking like, what if he actually did break a rule, would they get punished type of thing? I don't know. I guess he doesn't want to take any chances or something like that. Higuruma is definitely like one of those deep characters, kinda. He's pretty laid back, but then like the shit he be talking about be like, I be sitting here like, damn, bro, like what? But Yuji now feels like he has to force him to use his points. So the chapter ended off with them about to fight. So next chapter, well, yeah, that was the end of the chapter, everybody. But yeah, next chapter we're gonna have Yuji versus Higuruma and Fushiguro versus Reggie and Rimi, if she even fights. I don't even know if she fights, but that's even if she does. But yeah, so I don't know what's really about to happen. Honestly, the thing I really like about Jujutsu Kaisen is that the protagonist, or not the protagonist, or I guess you could say that, but let me just say like the main cast, like the heroes of the show, basically like Yuji, Fushiguro, Nobara, like what I mean, like the good people, they could definitely lose at any given moment. Like, this series does not hold back for anybody, and I think that's what I really like. Like, they don't let like just because they're the main characters of the show like push like the whole they need to be alive or here for this present thing. Like, these characters can die at any moment. So what if Reggie does end up being stronger than Fushiguro? We'll never know. But I am excited to see a Fushiguro fight, considering that after we just see that whole little recon thing when they were trying to get what's his name, Hikari. And then, like, he was moving through the shadows and shit. Like, I didn't even know Fushiguro could do that. I mean, given that he does use, like, the shadows techniques, like, it never crossed my mind that he could just pop up out of, like, shadows like that on some crazy shit. Like, I don't know. I just never really, because I never really seen him do it. But, Yuji at the same time, like, he could also end up losing to Higuruma just because he's not familiar with his curse technique. But Yuji is a fast learner, and he does deal with a lot of crazy ass shit. I mean, he did fight Mahito, but then again, we don't know if any of these niggas are stronger than Mahito. I don't think they are. But yeah, they both could end up losing, which is that's pretty much the cool part about it as well. I mean, it's not. You get what I mean. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that's all I pretty much wanted to say for this chapter review, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and y'all know when I say comment, I want to see what y'all think down below, because y'all theories damn near be better than mine, because I be like clueless as fuck at the end of these chapters sometimes. But next chapter is going to be like a fighting chapter, unless they just pan over to Hikari's point of view. And we might not even see Yuji and Fushigura's point of view until like the week after. We may never know. But hey, either way, I'm looking forward to it. But like I was saying, like, comment, subscribe. I am out this bitch, and I will see y'all in the next one.
Know that the numbers go like 1, 2, greed. Thank you for being a GreedHD nigga.